Let's go over Star Wars Episode 9, the final film of the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy alike, currently being directed by J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, they are filming over in Jordan and also over in the UK at Cardington, Pinewood, and Black Park to be specific, and after that they plan on filming over in Italy, Ireland, California, and quite possibly even Guilin, China. So Star Wars Episode 9 is moving very fast through the principal photography process, and that will actually end in February of 2019. Honestly, it's going by pretty fast, I gotta say, guys. I mean, October's already almost over, and then you only got like November, December, January. Crazy, I know. But looking at everything here regarding Episode 9, a lot of people have been wondering about the title of this movie. Now, we do know that J.J. Abrams has been going through some rewrites and script adjustments here and there. And what's very interesting is that throughout this process, some of the titles were actually suggested for Episode 9. One of which was supposedly, and do take this with a grain of salt, very interesting for sure, was Star Wars Order of Ren. Now, this is something that's being talked about right now. It's a huge rumor about J.J. Abrams and his shift with the script and all the adjustments here and there, that the movie would either be called Star Wars Order of Ren or was going to be called Star Wars Order of Ren. Now, I'm not quite sure how I feel about this title, if this actually does end up being the title of Episode 9. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. I don't know if it sounds off to you guys, but to me it sounds like it could be a little bit better if this does end up being the title. Now, I suggested a couple weeks ago that it would be called The New Rebellion, or something around those lines that would focus on rebuilding the rebellion from the ground up. I think that would be a little bit better for a Star Wars title, but I'm not quite sure about Order of Ren. Again, that's just my opinion. I would love to hear your input on this below in the comments section, but looking at everything here, we do know that the male actors in their 20s are currently training for their roles to begin shooting with Adam Driver as KYLO Ren. Now, there's still no confirmation on them being the Knights of Ren, alright? No confirmation on them being the Knights of Ren at all whatsoever. So, but if they are the Knights, I think that this title would make a whole lot more sense. Not just for KYLO being Supreme Leader Ren, but also for the Knights of Ren as a whole. So Order of Ren would make sense if you don't just have KYLO Ren, but also have the Knights of Ren. And this would also line directly up with what we heard just a couple of months ago, which is what I find very interesting, is the plot leak back in May of this year suggested that KYLO and his Knights of Ren go throughout a journey in the unknown regions, hunting down Force sensitives and assassinating them, essentially. And that could very well be the Order of Ren. It would also make sense because Kylo Ren suggests to Rey of developing a new order. And that could very well be the new order, the Order of Ren. How cool would it be if they actually shift away from the First Order and they're also now known as something different? I wonder if J.J. Abrams is going to do that. That's one thing that I just thought about right now. What if J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio actually come up with a new brand for the First Order, where they're not known as the First Order anymore, now they're known as the Order of Ren, and maybe that could be why this was going to be the title of Episode 9, or is going to be the title of Star Wars Episode 9. Also, guys, I would really love to hear your input below. What would you title this movie? Would it be The New Rebellion? Would it be, The Spark of Hope, or something like that? A lot of people have made some great ideas for a title. I'm just not quite sure how I feel about Order of Ren. We do know that the script has gone through many different rewrites here and there, and some adjustments, including the change of a title here and there for Star Wars. So it's very unclear if this was going to be the title of Episode 9 or is going to be the title of the final installment of this trilogy. But nonetheless, guys, I am so excited to get that title reveal officially, either at the very end of this year or in February of 2019. The reason as to why February sounds more accurate is because that's when filming ends. And as you all know, they keep the title under wraps as they are filming, and they're not going to reveal that officially, at least, while they are filming. And you know what's funny is, like, the code name for this movie is apparently Trixie. and there's a meaning behind the name Trixie. We're not quite sure what that means, but the original code name was Black Diamond, I think it was. All of this could very well point to Supreme Leader Snoke. We do know that he has that black onyx ring. A lot of things are happening with this film though, guys. I gotta say, I'm very curious as to what the official title will be. Drop a comment below though, guys. Let me know what you think about this overall. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again. No.